This is the Traders Exclusive Live Trader Showcase for March 2024. This is a quarterly event where we feature expert traders to bring you training and insights from 20 different expert traders. So please check out tradersexclusive.com, where we regularly post articles and video clips with valuable trading tips and techniques. You should carefully consider whether trading is suitable for you in light of your circumstances, knowledge, and financial resources. You may lose all or more of your initial investment. Opinions, market data, and recommendations are subject to change at any time. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. So I want to thank you all for being with us again. I'd like to introduce Sunny Harris of Sunny Harris Enterprises is here with us, and she's going to be talking about maximizing profits with SunnyBands.
All right, thank you so much. Well, I'm like John Bollinger, I talk about SunnyBands every time I talk because this is the way I trade. This is the way I make my living, and I'm trying to share that with other people. So we're going to look at how to maximize the profits today. And I love to help traders, intermediate, beginners, and these talks are for you if you have not yet become wildly successful in the markets. But it's also for people who have not traded much and want to learn. I have clients of both kinds. And then I also have clients who are incredibly successful. Folks who want to improve their trading results, because I love to teach and mentor. And there's my phone number. That's my cell phone. Don't call it while we're in this presentation, but I love to talk to people, so give me a call sometime. This is a disclaimer. There is risk of loss in trading stocks. Please go to my website and read the full disclaimer. Hypothetical performance results have many inherent limitations, and that's the truth. So you need to read the disclaimer completely. And then the other part of it is past performance is not a predictor of future results. All investing involves risk of loss, and individual investments may vary. The examples provided herein may not be representative of typical results. When you trade or invest, your capital is at risk. You can lose some or all of your money. So, and then the rule is never risk more than you can afford to lose. So I will put this presentation up on my website, which is down at the bottom, moneymentor.com. So I'll put that up there, and then you can click on the links. It'll be a PDF. So I've been trading for 43 years. Oh, that's not next month now. That was in January, 2 months ago. I do trade futures, stocks, and crypto, but I don't trade options. I don't understand it. Larry must be a lot smarter than I am because I don't know how to trade options. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, and I'm going to show you how I trade. What's next? How did that happen? So I've been a professional trader since 1981. That's 43 years. Lots of crashes. 4 of them that I've been through. And I love them, by the way. I trade with 1 minute and 5 minute charts, and the S&P is often said to be the most difficult market to trade. But I've been doing it for over 43 years, and in that time period, I've learned to read the market movement, which is really important. But you have to spend time learning to do it. I have long-term stock holdings. To me, that's a week or more, and a little bit of crypto here and there. I do a live trading room every Wednesday morning. I do it every day as well, depending on which subscription you'd like to have. We do it for 1 hour each morning, and you can watch and listen to me trade live. And you'll get a closer look at how I use my SunnyBands indicator and how I read it. And this is the performance report so far. We started on January the 2nd because the 1st was closed. And this is how we've done. We're over 21,000 now in 12 weeks. Trading 5 S&P contracts on those 1 to 5 minute charts. long and short both. So today I'm going to show you how I trade with SunnyBands and my dynamic moving average to maximize profits. You can come back to this stuff if you want to get some free stuff. You can click on these in the PDF. It'll be in moneymentor.com. I'll put a link on the home page so that you can click right over. And this is also where I explain what my indicators are telling me about 15 different markets. So I spend all weekend writing this. Sunny Side of the Street comes out usually on Sunday night. Sometimes I'm a little late. And I fully analyze 15 different markets. So email me if you can't find it, sunny@moneymentor.com, or click above. And there's what it looks like, Sunny Side of the Street. And I was rated #1 trader twice. And using SunnyBands in my dynamic moving average, that's all I was doing. And there it is. Bork International was my trading company. Credentials. I grew up in Appalachia. I have degrees in mathematics and telecommunications. I've been programming for 56 years and trading for 43. I was a systems programmer for Lockheed. That's how I got started. And then I joined a group of 3 guys and became the 4th member of a company called ISCO, which became the world's leader in computer graphics software. That was a long time ago. And then I retired when I was 30 because I had plenty of money and I wanted to raise my kids and wanted to be able to be at home and when they got home from school. So I retired. I gave my money to money managers and they lost $75,000 in 3 weeks, which in 1981 is a lot of money. So I said, I'm going to take my money back. I can do that poorly on my own. So I taught myself to trade. I read and read and read. And now I've read 747 trading books. And I didn't enter a single trade for the first year of watching the market. Why do I call myself a trader during that year? Because when you start preparing and you're doing your research and all the things you have to do to be a trader, you're a trader. Oh, and I published a monthly magazine for 8 years called Traders Catalog and Resource Guide. That was fun. And then we got the internet. So I've written trading books. I'm going to just run through these. There's the books that I've read. And I recently, with Sam Tennis, published the definitive guide to TradeStation in easy language and OOEL programming. It's 1,300 pages in 2 volumes. And I've written for all the notable magazines that have been published over the years. I still write for Traders World, and I'm working on one for technical analysis of stocks and commodities. These are the books. I'm going to get through this in just a minute here. And there's the newest one. We'll run through this too. I belong to all the organizations. I would like for you to go to the Quips and Quotes page on Money Mentor. If you go up to the top menu bar and go over to the right a little bit where it brings up the pull downs, you can just click on Quip. Yeah, Quips. So you can read everything people think about me. I even put bad ones on there. I have a Facebook page where I do analysis and announcements. And you can go to Facebook for free and you can subscribe to Sunny Side of the Street. That's not for free. That's $19.95 a month. And I have customers everywhere. So don't think you can't call me at odd hours just because you live in Australia. I make time for my Australia customers too. And all over the world. So I'm going to show you here. I use colors to denote things. So you'll see gold and purple always are gold and purple. And I'll show you through those in a few minutes. If you want to make a 6-figure income, $120,000 a year is 6 figures. I just pulled that out of the hat, of course. Divided by 12 months is 10 grand, which seems like a lofty goal and one that's really, really good. But you think, how can I possibly make that much? All I do is lose. So 10 grand a month, 20 trading days is $500 a day. Now it's beginning to look possible. And that's 5 trades at $100 each. Now, that makes it possible. When you look at it back here at 120 grand a year, it's not possible. You have to break your steps down. And there's usually between $1,000 and $3,500 potential in the S&P if you can go long and short with one contract. There's that much money in there usually, not always. There are days it goes strictly sideways. Today it's going strictly very up. So I'm guessing the Fed said something encouraging. These orange lines, not the blue ones, that's Fibonacci. But the orange lines are things that horizontal lines and trend lines that I've drawn in here. And I call everything an attractor. So these Fibonacci lines are also attractors because price tends to be attracted to them and then away from them back the other direction. So to me, they're all attractors. But I put those on my charts before I start trading in the morning. And then I add SunnyBands and the dynamic moving average histogram, who's on top, and slope. So there's what SunnyBands looks like. And I'm going to show you. Can you see my mouse? Anybody? I don't know if you can see my mouse.
I can see it.
Okay, thank you. We could go all the way to the left, but there's no signal right there. So right here, there's the SunnyBands buy signal. The rule for the DMA is if purple's on top, get out, unless it closes above, and this one does. So you probably get faked into that and right back reverse. So you've got a small loss there, and then you ride this short all the way down. Here again, setup signal or trigger, whatever you call it, and we'll go long up to the second red bar right here, and we get out. Did I get muted there? Did anybody hear me?
No, ma'am, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry.
So here are the rules, and these are on my website. All you have to do is go to resources and downloads, and you can download this little presentation. So the rules are I go long when red candles have been coming down on the left here and touch the lower outer band and turn blue, and there they go up to the top. I go short when blue candles have been moving upward, touch the upper outer band is what UOB means, and then turn red and move back inside right here, and that's where I go short. Now I always say if price confirms, and by that I mean if you want to go short, price needs to confirm it by moving down, and if you want to go long, price needs to confirm it by moving up. So I'm always looking for that. Now, if the midline is flat, you see the purple and gold lines are my dynamic moving average. And the reason I invented that is because I learned early on that moving average is whipsaw. And every time it whipsaws, you lose money. And so you make money in the trends, which is 30% of the time. And you lose money 70% of the time. So I didn't enjoy that. So I programmed something that doesn't whipsaw. You see when it goes up here and then goes sideways, this DMA, dynamic moving average, also goes sideways. The black line is in the center is the average of these two lines. So if it's flat like that, that means the slope is just close to zero. In fact, I have it at from +5 to -5. I consider it to be flat. So when that happens, I don't expect price to move very far beyond the midline. And in fact, it often acts as a barrier, as you see it here, acts as a barrier, and it drops down and wicks to the lower inner band. Level 3, if you're trading this thing and gold is on top, by that I mean the top line here of the DMA, stay long until the DMA is penetrated. As long as it's going up, just stay with it. And likewise, if it's going down. So if purple is on top, you stay short until the DMA is penetrated, which is right here. Now the histogram, I added this to charts, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And this shows me if it's above the 0 line right here, shows me that gold is on top. If it's above the 0 line or turns red, that's a down signal to me. That means the difference between the two DMA lines is decreasing. This measures the difference between the lines. When it's purple and under the 0 line, then that tells me purple's on top. When it turns green, it tells me to be looking for congestion and reversal. Turns back to purple, so I know we're still going down. And then green, and as the green bars approach the 0 line, you see how they get shorter and shorter. I'm going long before that happens. In fact, I would go long right here on this one, right below there. So now I can see something. I've added attractors and moving averages, and not that one, and Fibonacci retracements. They're all attractors. Elliott waves are even attractors. So let's go forward. Here's SunnyBands on the Dow. You can see I've got all the attractors drawn in there. And then I have another indicator called potential hourly wage. When I first started trading, like you saw me analyze the 6-figure income. I analyze what is the market doing. I always ask the question, what is true? And the thing I wanted to know is, if I do this job for a living, how much money am I going to make? So I figured if I can make more than I could get paid at McDonald's, then it's a tradable strategy. Otherwise, I should go work for McDonald's. I had a student of mine tell me the other day, he's ready to trade live. He doesn't want to trade in sim mode anymore because he only lost $900. Well, that's not the right way to look at it. If you had made $900, you'd be thinking the right way. So question is, can you make more money by trading than by working for an hourly wage? So we're going to put yellow dots as the ideal turning points. And some aren't exactly on it. I'm not quite perfect. And if you take 60% of the ideal, which is the turning points, the sum of all the turning points, pardon me. So you see the yellow dots here? They're solar yellow, actually. And they do a pretty good job of showing you where the turns are. And it's right down here. And we've got the same indicators on there. And over to the right, I don't have it active for this window. Maybe I'll have it on the next one. No. So anyway, at the end of there, you can tell it you want, let's go back to it. You can tell it you want it to print the statistics right out here at the end, and it'll print the values for ideal profit, 60% of that, which is PHW, because I figure I can get in 20% late and out 20% late and still make money. So it gives you that value. It gives you the date range of the chart you're on. Tells you what else? A couple other things. And but you can put those statistics out to the right. And then if you get a chart, let's say you wanted to trade lumber. Well, they say the saying about lumber is nobody's home. So if you want to trade something that's not very profitable, I would advise against it. And on this chart, this PHW has plenty. This is a daily chart of Dow, so it has plenty of movement in it. And in fact, if you buy in at the beginning of the chart, which was 2020, and you sell at the end, that would be $34,000. That's buy and hold. And 60% of the ideal now is what I call the PHW, and it's on the same chart, and it is $327,000. It's a lot more to trade than it is to buy and hold in this chart. Here it is on Ethereum. You can see SunnyBands, and I've tightened it up so you can see where it's gone long term. And if you spread it out, it looks kind of like this on a daily chart. Buy and hold on Ethereum versus trading. It's $1,002 for buy and hold from 2020 to the end of that chart, and $23,000 trading it. An enormous difference. Now, of course, there's higher risk because you're in and out, in and out. So every time you do it, Larry Williams says there's only two outcomes to a trade. It's binary. You're either right or you're wrong. And that was on a daily chart, trading one share. Now let's look at Tesla. This is not yesterday's chart of Tesla, as you can tell, but you can see the yellow dots, and the stats are buy and hold is $237. Trading is $2,131 with one share. Here's what I trade. This is the E-mini. I used to trade the big boy, but now it's all the liquidity's in the E-mini. In fact, I don't even know if they have a big boy anymore. So buy and hold on the S&P is 3,100. Trading is 35,000 per share, 60% of the idea. So an investor's chart looks like this. You go all the way from the left of the chart, and you hold all the way up to there, and you're still holding all the way down to here. And that's what investors have to do, sit through the long-term stuff, which I don't enjoy. And that's the $3,155 chart. And a trader's view of it is where the yellow dots are. Oh, here you can see the words that come out. Ideal, PHW, oh yeah, ideal number of trades, and the date span. So that's the words that tell you exactly what your yellow dots are doing. And this is a trader's chart. That's what my day looks like. And that one made 35,000. Of course, this is hypothetical. I'm just measuring between the dots. My indicators work on any symbol on any time frame. Here it is on the 15-minute ES. I have one of my indicators on here that paints the bars different color if they're in the night session versus the day session. So the day is green and red, and the night is blue and magenta. And otherwise, that's the same stuff on that chart. And here's the 5-minute. You can see SunnyBands looks the same. It's just the same on any time frame, any symbol. Here it is on the 1-minute. I also have a live trading room, one that meets every day of the week, and I have one that meets only on Wednesdays. If anybody's interested, send my phone number's right down here. So text me. So if you want the live trading room, just text me LTR 760-908-3070. So just text me LTR and I'll get you into the trading room. So how do you know to buy Apple in 1982 at 12 cents and hold it for 40 years? There's no way to know that kind of thing. So people who look back and said they made 17,000% on Apple or whatever, that's only looking historically. It's really hard to do looking forward. I look at my SunnyBands and my dynamic moving average histogram and the PHW to give me all the news I need to know in order to make a living at this. It's the SunnyBands indicator is an offshoot of my dynamic moving average. I wanted to investigate the excursions from the DMA, both favorable and adverse, and the bands are average true ranges away from the DMA, dynamic moving average. They're not Bollinger Bands. They're not like Bollinger Bands. He uses standard deviations away from a simple moving average. The standard deviations tell the market where it should go. And the simple moving average is the one with the most whipsaw. So I don't use either of those. My DMA is smooth and it dances seamlessly with the market. And in fact, it's self-adjusting. So you don't have to tell it what links you want to put in there. It'll change it with every tick of the market. And ATRs, average true ranges, ask the market where it has been and where it's going. But the statistical deviation away from a midline, to me, is a little too wild. I don't use it. I know a lot of people who do. This is a little average I call average 3 lines. The other lines down below there somewhere. And I put this on my fast charts and I look at these moving averages. Here's Apple on a 15-minute with those averages. It doesn't show it, but out to the right you can see a blue greater than symbol and a gold greater than symbol. That's telling me that price is above this gold moving average. And it also gives the length out there. So it probably says greater than 55. But that's not a live chart. And you can see these moving averages. See how they whipsaw? We've got whipsaw down here. You'd probably lose money on that. We've got whipsaw over here and back down here. And we've got real fast whipsaw right there. And I don't like that. It gives late signals and eats up your profit. Here's my dynamic moving average compared to those other two I was just showing. You see how mine goes closer to price here. And then as price begins congesting, it goes farther apart. And here it is without the other simple moving averages on it. And this is what I use every day in my trading room. I use SunnyBands and the dynamic moving average. And I try to do the best job I can of explaining what I'm going to do before I do it and explaining what I'm looking at on the SunnyBands. So there's the difference in them. Look how closely this rides to price when it's trending. So it's unique because the DMA is unlike anyone else's moving average. I used some calculus and linear algebra in there to calculate the links dynamically. And then the market moves about as much as it usually moves, although today would dispel that thought. Which is why I use ATRs to measure volatility. So when the market's going up, blue candles, and gets above the upper outer sunny band and turns red and dips below the upper outer band, I go short. The market's going down on red candles and gets below the lower outer band, turns blue, and pops above lower outer band, I go long. The only other rule I've got, really, is flat. You have to worry about when the DMA is flat. If you want to talk about that, give me a call. All right, here's long and short trades. You can see that I've marked them with vertical lines. The blue ones are long, the red ones are short, and that's where the SunnyBand signals happen. I didn't finish over here, but to the right, you can see there's a sell signal right here. And here's the swing trader's chart on 15 minutes. And a day trader's chart on 5 minutes. All the same charts, different time frames. So in the same amount of trade that the investor made $168, the trader made $299. The day trader made $610 per share. So that's why I'm a trader. And if you had started with 100 shares, you'd have, oh, that's not right, $61,000. Oh no, I see what I'm saying. Sorry. The investor made $16,000 for $168 per share. The trader made $29,900 and the day trader made $61,000. So that's how that goes. I wonder how much time it is. It's probably 2 years since 4 years since 2020. So at a starting value of 47 cents in 1981, share price was, at the time of this writing, $156 a share. So the investor made a whopping 399%. That's great. Buy and hold. The trader made 635% though, and the day trader made 12, almost 1300%. That's why I'm both trader and investor. Well, is this possible? You have to ask. It's yes and no. You can't catch all the moves. It'll never happen. But you can do a pretty good job of getting 60% of each move. And that's what is reflected in my PHW indicator. The thing I don't like about investing is that you must sit through long periods of scary negative markets unless you're swing trading the markets, and then that's different. And the trader can go short and pick up money on the downside. So I'm not going to go through this. I already did. Okay. So let's look at a few markets. We'll look at the S&P and gold and crude. Here's the S&P. This is a 5-minute chart. You can see here, market opens, signal is long. We go up to the upper band, signal is short. We go down. Now the DMA is flat, so I exit right there and go long again when it penetrates the DMA. So we're long again from here to here. And here we've got 2 red candles, so we go short. But the DMA is gold on top and flat. Oops. Gold on top and flat, so you get out of that. And then when it crosses the DMA, you go long again, which is a pretty choppy trade. And here's my slope indicator at the bottom of this one. I don't think I had it before. This has yellow dots when the slope is flat, because when slope's flat, that's the DMA. This is the slope of the DMA itself. So the slope is 0 to 5 or -5 to 0, then I consider that to be flat. Flat is a danger zone. Here's gold on a 5-minute chart, same stuff. And you can see that even though the PHW is marked yellow dots on turns, this is in the overnight session. And the overnight until about 3 a.m. my time tends to run sideways. So I do not trade the overnight session. And you can see here what happened in the day session. Gold went down and then up and then down further and then up, and it's doing really well now. I'm about to buy some more. And this is a chart of crude oil. Now, you can see TradeStation scales these things all the same. So the price scale of them will throw you off. And so that's why I look at the PHW on Radar Screen, which is TradeStation's kind of like a spreadsheet, interactive spreadsheet. And so which ones are you going to trade? Gold, crude, or the ES? So I have a little spreadsheet here on that 5-minute chart. These are the 3 things we looked at: buy and hold value, the ideal value, and the PHW value, along with the number of trades that would have happened. And you can see here that the ES makes the most money, $32,919, and the gold makes the next most, with crude not having very much at all. Crude also has 62 trades because it was largely going sideways. And the E-mini has 23, which is what I would prefer, and gold had 39. I prefer to trade less than to trade more because it's got less exposure to the market gyrations. So, which one do I trade? The one with the most profit, of course. There's only one reason to trade, people, and that's to make money. If you're trading for the excitement or the entertainment value or the challenge, that's not a good thing, because those are not rules. Make money. Your neurology will listen to that, and if you want to trade for the excitement, that's a lot of excitement in losses. Are there any questions? I'm going to take time to see if anybody had anything. Each day. Okay, I'm not sure.
So the question is, how many stocks do you watch each day, right?
I watch 15 plus the E-mini and Ethereum, 16, 17. But 15 of those stocks are on daily charts. It's only the E-mini that I trade fast. Okay. We're on Matt. We're on Larry's talk there.
Oh, go to the received column and click the little arrow there and click it so that it's pointing up and you'll see the most recent messages.
I don't see how to do that, but so okay, I'll go down to the very bottom to get the most recent. Okay. Where can I find the schedule for the 3-day webinar? That's his. Lost sound, but now you're back. Okay, how many stocks? Yeah, I just told you that. I can't see any mathematical. You think I of all people could say that. Harmonic number levels and slopes, frequency of energy. Okay. I'm not sure I know that. But thank you for sharing that. Is there a video or audio of this presentation? I'm not recording it, but I will make the slides available on my website.
Hi, Sunny. We have a recording for every speaker, and every speaker gets their segment. So yes, there is a recording. And by the way, if Gigi hasn't gotten a resolution on her picture and sound, she needs to log out and come back in because we can see it and we can hear it. So it has to be on your side, Gigi.
Thank you for that.
Oh, she's watching on the web. So I'm not sure how it acts. I'm not sure how GoToWebinar works when you watch in a browser.
So
you guys have any
everything
other
I have and everything I have shown you today is just stuff that I use in my own trading. I don't care to sell you a bunch of stuff just because I can write code. I only want to sell them to you if they'll help you make money as I do. And I do make them available by license, lifetime license. And not only that, I show you exactly how I use them. So we'll get on Zoom, 2 Zoom sessions when you take my free trial, and for it's a 7-day free trial of my indicators. And during that time, I show you exactly how I use them. And in the next Zoom session that week, we go through live trading together so we can talk it through. And you can get it by going there or there. You can see pictures of the products on the products page and spend your money on the order form. And I don't hold anything back. I tell you everything except the mathematical formulas for the dynamic moving average. And I do train you to use them for free. I have till the end of this month, I can give you 20% off of everything. So give me a call. Here's my number again, 760-908-3070. Or you can text me 20 to my cell phone, which is that same number. So if you text 20 to me, I'll know you want 20% off. And there's strategy forums. These are free things that I've put up there for members. It's a free membership. You just sign in and give yourself a password, and you have free access to this strategy trading forum, a technical analysis forum. It's like 4 weeks each thing, an hour each day. And you can access the slides and videos, even though it's long past. The seminar we recorded all the sessions. And in July last year, I did an easy language forum with Sam Tennis, and we did 5 sessions on that. So if you want to learn TradeStation's easy language, this is the place to do it. 5 sessions for only, what, $80 there. and you can access them all on my website. I do education, consulting, programming, mentoring. I have a full bookstore on Money Mentor. Well, and if you buy one of the books off my website, I get like 20 cents, I think. I have a distance learning course called Solving the Puzzle, and I make my indicators available, and these are things I use in my own trading. If you want one free issue of my Sunday night newsletter, Sunny Side of the Street, you just go to this one, moneymentor.com/Sunnyside Street. And this is the special offer. If you order before the end of the week, you can get 20% off. But if you put it off, and no, that's going to be, let me correct this slide. 30% off if you order this week, 20% if you order up till the 31st. So I'm going to change that slide before I post them, because that's 30% and 20%. It even includes consulting and mentoring time, which is expensive. And if you want a free trial, either call me, email me, or text me at 760-908-3070 and text me trial, the word trial. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sherry, for hosting the event and taking care of me. I did enjoy talking for you. And audience?
We appreciate you being here. You're 10 minutes early.
Oh, Emily, I thought I was going to go over. Well, then they have to ask more questions.
Do you guys have some more? Oh, I think I do have a couple here. Do you trade the NQ?
I do not trade the NQ, but I do something interesting with it, and you can see it in my live trading room. I keep a 1-minute chart of the NQ on my screen and a 1 and 5 minute chart of the ES, because I'm trading the ES. I find that the NQ is too volatile for me, but I can watch it, and it's just a click ahead of the ES. So I can see like a down move happening in the NQ before it happens in the ES. So that's how I use that one.
Cool. Now I got another one for you from Mark. Do you include EL code for your indicators?
No, I do not.
Okay.
That's proprietary.
Chris, huh?
That's proprietary.
Okay.
I don't reveal the formulas for how I made this magic indicator.
Well, that's fair. Chris would like to know, what's the total cost for your service?
Oh, it depends on what service you want. If you want to come to my Wednesday morning live trading room, that's $19.95 a month, $19.95 a month. If you want consulting, that's $535 an hour, where I sit with you and you can become a trader. You can buy blocks of hours. 5 goes down, and 10 hours goes down even further, 400 and something instead of 535. If you want SunnyBands, that's roughly $3,000. Why do I charge so much? Because if you're going to make money with my stuff, I want to make some too. So I think that's only fair.
Again, that's very fair. Then we also have, do you use a specific trading software from Samuel?
From Samuel, I use TradeStation.
TradeStation.
I do. I've been using TradeStation since 1987. And in fact, my block number, they used to give out password protection blocks that you had to put into your printer port. And my block number was 176.
Oh.
And the first 100 blocks were in-house. So I was the 76th customer. Their numbers are now in the millions.
Oh, my word.
Yeah. So I'm real proud of having that block number.
That's exciting. So Timothy is asking.
I also have my indicators for Ninja Trader.
Okay.
And very soon, 2 of them, the dynamic moving average histogram and SunnyBands, will be soon available on MetaStock.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Timothy wants to know, can this work in Ensign software?
No, it only works for TradeStation, Multi-Charts, and NinjaTrader right now. Those are the only 3 I've done the code for.
Timothy said, okay, thank you. All right, folks, have you got any other questions for Sunny? I think I put it in the chat. Let's see if I can get that back. Okay. I put the text for the live trading room, text LTR to 760-908-3070. And then Sunny's got all of her information up there. You can email her at sunny@moneymentor.com. You can check the website, and I highly recommend you check the website, https://www.moneymentor.com. And I mean, she makes it very, very easy. I mean, a trading room, a live trading room at $19.95 a month, and a person running it who has seen probably everything there is to see. Would you say that, Sunny?
I haven't been doing that, but there's always new stuff to trick you. It'll happen.
Oh yeah. So John's saying, is this available for trading view? But I'm thinking that you're going to say no.
Right.
Yeah.
TradeStation, Multi-Chart.
TradeStation.
I have it for Trading View. I just don't yet.
And what's the Ninja Trader?
NinjaTrader,
And what was
TradeStation, and
multi?
Charts.
You fade out.
Charts, multi-charts.
Multi-charts. Sorry, I should know
Quite
that.
all right.
All right, I'm going to send it to all. There, I just sent it out to everyone. John, it's available for TradeStation, NinjaTrader, and multi-charts.
All right, Sherry, thank you so very much.
Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful day.
You too. And
What's left?
audience, thank you much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.